We have a breaking news exclusive right now. Governor Gavin Newsom of California will be giving an address to the nation from California in less than an hour. Midas Touch has the YouTube exclusive. It's on their YouTube. You can watch it live at around 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Could be a little before, could be a little after, but this is significant news. Governor Newsom will address the nation at a time where LA has been marked with massive ICE raids and protests, and at a time where the Trump administration has been trying to ratchet up the pressure on Los Angeles and California officials by putting the United States military potentially on the ground to confront U.S. American citizens, a historic situation unfolding in Southern California. And Governor Newsom is about to address the nation shortly, and Midas Touch has the YouTube exclusive. So I'll tag them below, but go to their YouTube and go watch. I'll cover it as well. So spread the word and follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about. Get ready, folks. It's going to be a long, long night.
All power to the people.
Call you later.
You just shut the fuck up.
You okay?
After hours of standing off, this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
You just
Shut the fuck up.
You okay?
I'm good.
Are you okay?
Mamá, por favor. Mamá, no me dejes. Mamá.
We have breaking news right now. The Trump administration is beginning to deport thousands of undocumented migrants to Guantanamo Bay, including hundreds of undocumented European migrants from allied countries without telling them as soon as this week. Migrants are being moved en masse to Gitmo this week and in the coming week. According to the Washington Post and Politico, medical screenings have already begun to determine whether or not migrants are fit enough to go to the Caribbean prison. Guantanamo Bay, as you know, is notorious for holding 9/11 terrorists. At the beginning of the Trump administration, they built a number of other beds to hold undocumented migrants at the facility, and now will be doing so. But they're going to send hundreds of migrants from countries like the United Kingdom, France, and Austria without telling our allied countries, potentially sparking an international incident. And while the Trump administration does not plan on holding them in Gitmo for a long time, there are preparations for potentially having elongated detention in Guantanamo Bay if needed. This is a serious story. We have breaking news right now. The National Guard was woefully unprepared to be deployed to California, and National Guardsmen are now sleeping on the ground. They don't have adequate resources. This is how the Trump administration is treating the United States military. This is stunning from the San Francisco Chronicle right now. This is an image of National Guardsmen literally sleeping on the floor after being deployed by the Trump administration. According to reports, the troops have makeshift quarters. They arrived without federal funding for food, water, fuel, equipment, or lodging. And it's not California's fault. It's not state officials' fault. Because according to the San Francisco Chronicle, they were wildly unprepared from the federal government. They didn't have federal funding. And this is a result of what happens when you don't have federal funding. Troops are now being forced to literally sleep on the ground in Los Angeles right now. This is truly stunning.
That got a Lando. That's right!
I swear to God, this was gas.
Yes, bro, keep that. That's right! Keep it going! Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it! Throw it!
What if I can gas?
Throw it over there, throw it over there.
What if I don't even make it?
Beat your hot dog! Oh, he's on fire! Oh! He's running!
Last one burn into flames. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah, freedom, freedom, where are you?
I genuinely hope they don't send 2-7, but if they do, just understand they are coming from the most unpleasant place in the Marine Corps. They're sending in pissed off Marines. They're already pissed. So they might send the Marines into the LA ICE protests. And let me tell you something. I hope that doesn't happen. I really do, man. Do you guys understand the Marines that they would send? They're Marines from 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines. You have any idea where that's at? That's in 29 Palms, California. You ever been out there? It's not the most pleasant place. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are coming on here and you're going, oh man, you know, some of the Marines aren't going to listen. They're not going to follow orders. They're not going to go. Let me explain something really, really clearly to you. The overwhelming majority of those Marines will follow every single order that they're given. And that happens all the time anyways. I remember going to Iraq, Afghanistan, whatever the deployment is, you had Marines refuse to go. It happens all the time, actually, guys. I know you guys never hear of it, but it happens. Hell, I had a kid when we were in Afghanistan. He got in trouble for a negligent discharge because he pew-pewed himself in the foot so that he could get sent home. I think it was like a 0331. I'm not just, you know, whatever. Shout out to my 31s out there. But let me tell you something, man. These guys are 20. It's hot in 29 Palms right now. It's hot. It's unpleasant. They would love to go to Los Angeles if for nothing else than to get out of that heat. They're out there raking the sand of a volleyball pit that never gets used in the hot sun every day. All right, they're picking up pebbles out of parking lots. They're painting rocks. They're out there doing gun drills every single day. Okay, and I know that there's a lot of people that got feelings about that. And then to top it all off, when I tell you that Marines bring a level of violence that your everyday average person does not understand, they don't understand it. You don't understand it. Marines, listen, I'm telling you, you're a regular civilian, you're out there protesting, you're throwing a flag down, and you're upset. I get it. And that's why I'm telling you, I hope they don't send the Marines. Because what the Marines are capable of, everybody knows, when you send the Marines in, we're not playing anymore. The games are over, it's over. Get in line or you will be put in line extremely promptly. Okay, so I hope they don't send the Marines. I hope if you're seeing this, you know, you cut out all the weirdness. And if you want to protest. I get it. There's a lot of people that are upset. But like I said, what do you guys think? Drop a comment, man. Okay, so that's just, you know, what I think about it. I hope people can act right and the federal agents, local, the civilians there can just start acting right. But drop a comment.
of this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
You just shut the fuck up. You okay?
We're living through unprecedented times right now as U.S. Marines are about to enter Los Angeles. Here's everything you need to know about where things stand right now in under 90 seconds. The United States Secretary of Defense has mobilized up to 700 United States Marines that will enter Los Angeles in the next 24 hours. These Marines will provide defense to federal property. They are not allowed to conduct law enforcement activities. As it currently stands, there are about 300 National Guardsmen on the ground. They too are not allowed to conduct law enforcement activities. Because of ill preparedness by the Trump administration, these National Guardsmen have been forced to sleep on the ground and didn't have federal funding for water, food, and more. Donald Trump, meanwhile, is calling for the arrest of Governor Gavin Newsom. Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville also says lock him up related to Newsom. The state of California is suing the Trump administration to rescind the presidential memorandum authorizing and federalizing the National Guard, and it's about to be another long night of more protests. If you are on the ground, remain peaceful. That's what we know right now. It's going to be a very long night. I'll provide you updates every step of the way.
And it is not just Los Angeles. In San Francisco tonight, hundreds gathered in front of the ICE office to stand with the people protesting in LA. The gathering becoming more tense as the night wore on, with people turning over barricades and vandalizing SFPD patrol cars and Waymos.
And Bart says the demonstrations are disrupting service. The agency says trains are not stopping at the Embarcadero station at the request of police.
NBC Bay Area's Alyssa Gord was at the protest and spoke to people about why they decided to take to the streets.
In downtown San Francisco tonight, protesters stood in front of the ICE office on Sansum, a show of solidarity with demonstrators in LA who've been protesting for 3 straight days following the ICE raids there.
It's important for us to show up everywhere because of what happened in LA, what's happening in LA, what's happening all over our country.
In LA, less lethal rounds were fired during a clash between protesters, LA police, and National Guard members outside a federal detention center. Some angry President Trump deployed the National Guard.
My husband's a soldier overseas as we speak, and I'm a veteran. So this angers me. This angers me. It's disgusting. They're using your own soldiers on your own people.
We also know that local members of the National Guard are among the troops heading to Los Angeles. Our cameras captured them loading up, then leaving out of Walnut Creek today. Some Bay Area lawmakers are sharply criticizing the Trump administration's actions.
This move to federalize the National Guard troops is designed to inflame and divide. That is the goal, to create chaos and inflame and trigger a reaction over the governor and the mayor's objection.
We stand in solidarity with our immigrant communities. We are here to urge that all protests remain peaceful.
Back in San Francisco, the tone turned tense. Some protesters spray painted the ICE building, dismantled the metal barricade, and attempted to smash some of the windows.
People here say that they've been following what's been going on in LA very closely, and many people told me that they're concerned that similar immigration raids or even deployment of federal troops could happen here.
I would really like the people in the Bay Area and the people all around the country to know that, that it's people from all walks of life that are opposing the dramatic overreach of the Trump administration.
As the evening went on, police had out their batons and were pushing the crowd back. We saw at least one protester pushed over. Demonstrators say they plan to continue speaking up.
You got to come out when you got to come out. And I know in LA they're having a big demonstrations tomorrow and stuff too. So we're not going to stop.
In San Francisco, Alyssa Gord, NBC, Bay Area News.
We have breaking news right now. Pete Hegseth has confirmed that National Guardsmen will be in Los Angeles for a period of 60 days. That is more than the 30 days that I previously reported from Congresswoman Nanette Berrigan. In addition, according to Hugo Lowe from The Guardian, The National Guard of Los Angeles, the deployment there will cost taxpayers $134 million, according to the interim Defense Department Comptroller Bryn McDonnell. In addition, Hegseth is currently testifying in front of the House Budget Committee, and he has suggested during his testimony that the United States is under invasion by a foreign nation, prompting the need for troops in Los Angeles. That obviously is not true. There is no evidence that a foreign nation is invading the United States in any way. So you are paying $134 million for essentially National Guardsmen to be on the ground in Los Angeles right now. As we get more information.
All right, this is not good. Marines are being deployed to Los Angeles, and I can tell you as a Marine myself that the primary mission of the Marine Corps Infantry is to locate, close with, and destroy the enemy by fire or maneuver, or to repel the enemy's assault by fire in close combat. Marines are not trained for this. The Marine Corps is not a tool, is not a force, is not a weapon that you use on civilian populations, on protesters. They are not trained for crowd control. They are not trained for the use of non-lethal force. But this is where we are. This could very easily go badly. Very easily go wrong. The National Guard, the U.S. Army, this is a case where they are much, much better suited for this job.
We have breaking news right now. Mayor Bass of Los Angeles has imposed a curfew for downtown beginning tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in just a couple hours. Curfew will impact this area in downtown Los Angeles, the Skid Row, Fashion District, Arts District, Chinatown. It's about a 1 or so square mile area. This curfew will last all night until tomorrow morning. This comes as Governor Gavin Newsom will be addressing the nation on recent ICE activities and the military presence of Marines and National Guardsmen in Los Angeles. He'll be addressing the nation in about 30 minutes on Midas Touch, the exclusive that was given to Midas Touch this evening on their YouTube. I'll also be covering it live on here as we get more information from Governor Newsom on what he's about to say. But if you're in LA, in this area or near this area, be aware that a curfew will be in place starting at 8 p.m. Pacific time tonight. It's going to be a long night of protests. Stay tuned, spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, linked in bio, so subscribe for free and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
Feel tough with your assault rifles and your sticks? You should be standing here with us. You're on the wrong side of history. We know you got a job to do, but you took an oath to the Constitution, not to the fascists in the White House. Think about what you're doing now. Think about what this means. Coming into our community. Peaceful fucking community. People working their jobs. They send in men in military fatigues, weapons of war into our communities. And you stand here and you allow it. I am sick and tired of it. You should be sick and tired of it. You think any of these people in the White House sending you these commands give a fuck about you? Not one of them do. They laugh at you. Our president laughs at you. He calls you fools. He said the people who died overseas in the military were chumps. That's who you're defending right now. Every last... Think about your place in history, ladies and gentlemen. Ask yourself when you wake up tomorrow. I don't know if you have kids. Ask yourself the future you want for your children. Is it this? You can answer me. Is it this? Do you feel good about this? You're tough behind your fucking masks and your fatigues and with your weapons, but how do you feel on the inside? This is our fucking community, and we will fight for it if we have to.